Hello, beautiful people of the internet. How are you doing today? My name is Jackie and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to be taking a Which Jane Austen Heroine Are You quiz. I thought this would just be a fun and quick video to do for the end of Jane Austen July. I decided that I'm going to use this quiz from Book Riot. I wasn't able to look at all of the questions because I would have had to answer each question to go on to the next. However, it has 10 questions, and based off the first question, it looks like there's a decent amount of answer choices, so I thought this one would be a fun one to go with. I also looked at a few BuzzFeed quizzes, but they were each only like 5, 6, 7 questions, and you know, I always liked taking BuzzFeed quizzes, but you know, how is picking a picture of a corgi gonna tell you what Jane Austen heroine I am, you know? So I wanted one where the questions require a little more thought, I guess. Before I start the quiz, I'm going to do a prediction about what Jane Austen heroine I think I'm going to get. And hey, I would love to hear your thoughts about which Jane Austen heroine I remind you of in the comments. I would not be surprised if I got Fanny Price from Mansfield Park because I am very shy and reserved. But I think I'm a compassionate and kind person, even if I am very shy. I would also not be surprised to get Catherine Morland just because like she is so obsessed with novels, and I feel like if she was alive today, she would probably have a booktube channel. I also have a very active imagination, and when I love something, I love it deeply, you know? Lie awake at night imagining my favorite fictional ships getting into scenarios. So I think Catherine Morland and I kind of have that love in common. I guess Elliott is also not out of the realm of possibility just because she is another person who I think is sort of a bit of a wallflower. I don't mean that in a mean way, but she's again someone who I think is a little more reserved, often keeps her feelings to herself, and she kind of is overlooked by a lot of people in her life, and I feel like I'm someone who is very reserved at first, and I think maybe that's something that does make me a little bit like Anne Elliott. I also think I am very mature, which I guess kind of works. So I don't know. If I got one of those three, I would not be surprised. With that being said, let's dive into the quiz. I will link it in the description if you want to take this quiz yourself. It is not a new one. It is from late 2018. It was just the one that I thought would be the most interesting for this video. Congratulations, your suitor is picking out an engagement ring. What style would you most prefer? Something simple but elegant. A small but unique and ornate design, perhaps pewter. Whatever is in style suits me fine. I'd prefer we use the money elsewhere. A ring with a delicate form and maybe pink accents sounds lovely. Understated and mature is the way to go. Classic. As long as it comes from him/her, I know I'll love it. Or I want something absolutely gaudy. The more ostentatious, the better. I think for me, I'm going to go with one of these two options. I think if I were going to get engaged, I would really like something kind of vintage looking, and I would actually not be opposed to having a stone other than a diamond, maybe something more colorful. So that's why I'm kind of thinking about these two. I think I'll just go with understated and mature classic, because yeah, definitely something classic, vintage, nothing too ostentatious. That's what I personally would want. The next question, what are you up to this weekend? Volunteering, then shopping. Okay, like, I've been thinking that I want to find some way to volunteer. However, at this point in my life, I do not do that, and I kind of feel bad about it. I feel like I should volunteer somehow, but you know, At this point in my life, I'm not currently doing that, so I'm not going to pick that answer. Telling ghost stories around a fire, no. Attending a party and judging others with my friends, no. Tidying up and getting my life in order. In theory, that's what we all should be doing, right? But how often do I actually tidy up and get my life in order? Not all the time. Scoping out the lifeguards at the pool, writing letters to friends, or imagining romantic escapes from my boring life. I don't know. I feel like I more so imagine scenarios for like my fictional ships rather than scenarios for myself. Well, that's not really true, because sometimes I think about like, what if I become a famous author and, you know, maybe I'll move to the UK and I'll live in a cottage with a rose garden and I'll have a bunch of cats and write on a typewriter. Like, I imagine stuff like that. But when I'm imagining like romantic scenarios, I'm usually thinking about two fictional characters that I want to kiss. So I don't know. I could pick writing letters to friends because I am like a writer. That's my dream. So that kind of fits me. But I obviously don't write people letters, and I'm not a social butterfly by any means. So I'm kind of torn. I'll just pick imagining romantic escapes from my boring life. I'll just pick that one because I am very imaginative. You're at a party. Where will we find you? You wouldn't find me at the party, first of all. I am not a party person, very introverted, and I can only stay at a party for so long before I'm ready to go home and be alone, have my alone time. So the choices are on the floor. I'm the life of the party. That's not me at all. Like I said, judging people from the couch, no. If you've managed to get me to a party, I'm hiding somewhere. Okay, I already know that's going to be the answer, but let's read the other choices. Gossiping in the kitchen and handing out drinks. I'm not a gossiper. Probably gathered around a phone with friends, Facebook stalking a crush, flirting with everyone. I don't even know how to flirt. How do you flirt? Watching over my kid sibling to make sure they get home safely. I do not have a kid sibling. I mean, if I did, I probably would do that, but I don't have a kid sibling. Manning the food stations to ensure we've got enough. Yeah, hiding. The answer is hiding. You'd describe your love life as too much pressure, non-existent, just how I like it, in the past, just beginning, not as romantic as I'd like, but fun nonetheless. I don't have time for casual dating. It's all about the money, baby. I don't even like myself. Why would anyone else? Aw, that one's kind of sad. I mean, kind of true, but I mean, non-existent is the answer. Like, I'm not currently doing anything trying to meet people. However, I wouldn't say that's just how I like it. I think here's my dilemma. Like, I really want to have a like loving and dedicated romantic relationship. Someday I would like to get married. However, the thought of just like casually dating people, going on dating apps kind of scares me a little bit. And so even though I know like I should start doing it and try to meet someone, the concept is a little bit scary to me, and that's why I've kind of been putting it off. So I guess I'll say like too much pressure. I feel like that's the best answer for me personally. This question is asking about my finances. It's a little bit personal, isn't it? Your finances are fine. I have what I need. My middle name is luxury. I need more. I do all right for myself and enjoy my relative independence. Things could be better, but we make do. I have next to nothing, but I can't complain. I'm all right for now, but it won't last. I can't live like this. I'm loaded, things are great. So, I mean, I like my job. I make a decent amount of money for where I am in life right now. So maybe I should say I'm all right for now, but it won't last, because right now I don't have a lot of living expenses. I still live at home. So that could be it. I mean, I could also say, fine, I have what I need. Like, I really cannot complain about my financial situation right now. I don't know. I guess I'll say I'm all right for now, but it won't last, because I think it would be a little more difficult if I was having to spend make all these household expenses and fit that into my budget. That could be potentially a bit problematic, but yeah, I'll just pick that one. Sure. Pick an object. I really don't have to think about this one. I'm going for book out of these choices. I'm guessing a ship is the Anne Elliott answer because she marries a naval captain, but I'll say book. Then we have pick a Shakespeare quote. Love sought is good, but given unsought is better. Money is a good soldier and will on. Men at some time are masters of their fates. There is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. Oh, that my prayers could such affection move. I can call spirits from the vasty deep. This above all to thine own self be true. Okay, my little thing about this quote is a lot of people use it as like a motivational quote, like, yeah, be true to yourself. But in the context in Hamlet, this is not a serious quote because, what is his name? Ophelia's dad. Is his name Laertes, or is Laertes the brother? I forget, I've only read Hamlet once. But he is giving his son a speech that's just filled with contradictions, and so this quote is not meant to be taken seriously. Obviously, when you isolate it like this, it sounds really motivational, but in the context, it's not. And then the last choice is not stepping over the bounds of modesty. I feel like that's probably the Fanny Price answer. I will go with love sought is good, but given unsought is better. I don't know what this is from. Maybe, yeah, I don't know if this is from something I've read or not. If it is something I read, I don't remember it, but I'm picking that one. What is your leading quality? My ambition, my shyness, my romantic inclinations, my good judgment, my practicality, my compassion, my cleverness, my youth, and naivete. Well, by leading quality, do they mean like people's like first impressions when they first meet you? Is that what they mean by leading quality? If that's the case, then probably shyness would be my answer. If they're asking for like my best quality, I would probably choose compassion. But just leading quality makes me think it's the thing that like people are led to believe when they meet you. So I guess I'll pick shyness. I've never heard the phrase leading quality before, but that's how I interpreted it. Then we have, on a scale of 1 to 8, how traditionally feminine are you? I would say I'm pretty feminine. I do like getting dressed up. I like stereotypically feminine colors. I think I have more stereotypically feminine traits and more stereotypically feminine hobbies. And I like being feminine. So I would pick a high number, but not like a full 8, because, you know, I don't do my makeup every day. Some days I can't be bothered. And things like that. I don't wear a lot of skirts. So I'm thinking like 6 or 7, probably. I'll go with, I mean, it's a scale of 1 to 8, so I guess I'll go with 6. Like, sort of in the middle, but leaning more on the high side of femininity. So I'll say 6. Which of these is your favorite food? Okay, I mean, to be honest, I don't love all of these choices. I do not like stew. I don't really like apples that much either. I'm not a huge apple person. Pretzels, I like soft pretzels better than hard pretzels. Lobster, occasionally I like lobster. I like lobster rolls, those are good. Petite fours are like those really petite cakes, right? I do like dessert, so maybe out of these options I'll go with that one. I don't know. We'll just go with that. I'm flattered, but this is not true. Oh my god. Okay, my result disappeared, so I had to go back to the screen recording to read the description. I'm flattered, but I am not Elizabeth Bennet. Like, thank you, quiz, but that's not true. Okay, so it says, quick to judge and endlessly witty. I am neither of those things. You probably prefer a few close friends over many acquaintances. That part is true, yes. Still, you are charming and always up for a good long walk to organize your thoughts. I do love walks. Am I charming? Do you think I'm charming? Because I don't think of myself as charming. I think of myself as really awkward, not as someone that people are drawn to. I am flattered, quiz, but this is not true. I mean, when I was a kid and I had my Great Illustrated Classics version of Pride and Prejudice, Elizabeth Bennet was who I wanted to be when I grew up. I wanted to be so witty and vivacious and charming. So I'm flattered. I'm flattered by this result. Who doesn't want to be Elizabeth Bennet? She's one of the greatest female characters in literature. However, I do not think that I am actually like her in my life. I think I am not as bold as her. I am not as witty. I'm not as outgoing. I care a lot about what people think about me, probably too much. I'm extremely sensitive, and I don't think of myself as quick to judge. I mean, obviously I have my judgmental moments because, like every person, I am flawed. However, I think of myself as generally open-minded, so I wouldn't say quick to judge is a defining part of my personality. Yeah, I don't think this result was accurate, but you can let me know what you think in the comments. Well, I hope you thought this video was fun. I would love to hear from you in the comment section. Why don't you let me know what Jane Austen heroine you think I am most like and which one you think you are most like. I will link this quiz in the description, so if you want to take it for yourself and tell me what result you get, I would really love to hear it. And if you do take this quiz, let me know if you think your result is accurate or not, because I don't think mine is. I do not think Elizabeth Bennet is the heroine I am most like. I love her, but I don't think I am her. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more from me. I post new videos every single Wednesday and Sunday. My social media links are down below if you want to follow me on Tumblr, Instagram, or be my friend on Goodreads. Thanks so much. I hope you have a marvelous rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!